A Separate Piece, Chapter 4.
That was one of the best night's sleep I've ever had.
When did you ever have a bad one?
That time I broke my ankle playing football. Shall we go for a swim?
Are you kidding? It's way too late for that.
What time is it anyway?
It's like going on 7.
There's time for a swim.
After a fruitless search for their money in the sand, they set off on the long ride back to Devon without any breakfast. They got back just in time for Jean's trigonometry test, which he didn't do too well on.
I can't believe I flunked the test!
Finney gave Jean little time to worry about flunking his test.
Hey, how'd your test go?
It went okay.
Let's go play some blitzball.
Okay, we're
Right after lunch, there was a game of blitzball, and right after dinner, there was the meeting of the Super Suicide Society of the summer session. Jean then had time to try and figure out trigonometry.
You work too hard.
Well, I do have to graduate.
Don't give me that line. Nobody at Devon has ever been more sure of graduating than you. You just want to be valedictorian.
Well, somebody has to be head of the class.
I knew it. I knew that's what you wanted to be.
Philly!
Relax. Your brain will explode if you keep this up.
You don't need to worry about me.
I'm not worried.
Well, if I did end up head of the class, would you, mind?
I'd kill myself out of jealous envy.
Jean believed him, so he worked as hard as he could and became quite the student. But almost every night they were having Super Suicide Society of the summer session meetings, and in the afternoon they played long games of blitzball. Jean could not help from thinking that Finney was trying to ruin his chances of being head of the class. Then, as Jean was preparing for his French exam, he couldn't take it anymore.
So x equals 6 and y equals 9 root 3 over 2. I'll just do some French. Introduction al tema. Come on, Jean, you know this.
Arise! Elwyn Leper Lepellier is going to jump from the tree this very night.
He'll never jump out of that tree.
All right. Come on, let's go. He might jump out of the tree. You never know.
Oh, for God's sake!
What's the matter?
Studying! Work! Exams!
Yeah.
You don't even know! Of course you don't! Fine, let's just go.
You like to study?
Never mind, forget it. I'll just go watch him jump out of the tree. I joined the club. Let's just go.
Don't go. Nice day. Don't go. What the hell? It's only a game.
What?
I didn't know you needed to study. I didn't think you ever studied. I thought it just came to you.
If I need to study, then so do you.
Me? I could study all I want and never break a C. If I had your brain, I'd cut my head open and let people see it.
Wait a second.
Why didn't you say you had to study before? You stay. I'll go supervise Lepellier.
No, I'll go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
As they were walking to the tree, Jean began thinking about Phineas. He finally realized that Finney was never jealous of him. Now he knew that there could never be a rivalry between them. Finney was just not the same as Jean, and Jean couldn't stand it.
Let's do a double jump.
Jean couldn't stand it. He would always agree to anything. separate piece, Chapter 5. No one was allowed near the infirmary during the next days. Eventually, a fact emerged. One of Finney's legs had been shattered. Jean learned no more, although the subject was discussed endlessly.
I heard Finney fell out of the tree.
I heard you pushed him.
I did not push him.
You so did.
What happened to him?
His leg is shattered.
No!
He couldn't go on hearing about it much longer. Jean spent a lot of time alone. One day he tried on Finney's clothes.
I'll put on Finney's clothes. Why does Finney have this?
After he tried on Finney's clothes, Jean went to sleep. When he woke up in the morning, he met Finney's doctor.
Finney's better. He could stand a visitor or two now after these few nasty days.
Well, you don't think I'll upset him?
You? No, why? It'll do him good.
Well, I suppose he's still pretty sick.
It was a messy break.
But how does he feel?
Oh, you know Finney, it was a messy break, but he'll be out of it eventually. He'll be walking again.
Walking again?
Yes, sports are finished for him after an accident like that, of course.
But he has to be able to.
Sports are finished. As a friend, you ought to help him face that fact and accept it. The sooner he does, the better off he'll be.
What? No.
Now that's no good. You have to be cheerful and hopeful. He needs that from you. You were the one person he asked for.
Come on in. You look worse than I do. What are you looking so sick about?
Finney, what happened up there in the tree? That goddamn tree. I'm going to cut that thing down. How did you fall? Like, how could you fall like that?
I just fell. Something jiggled and I fell over. I remember I turned around and looked at you and tried to reach out and get a hold of you.
What, so you could drag me down too?
To get a hold of you so I wouldn't fall.
Oh yeah, naturally. I tried, you remember? I tried to reach out, but all I grabbed was like air.
I just remember looking at your face for a second. Awfully funny expression you had. Very shocked, like you have now.
Right now? Well, of course I'm shocked. Why wouldn't I be shocked?
But I don't see why you should look so personally shocked. You look like it happened to you or something.
It almost did. I was right there. I was right next to you.
Yeah, I know. I remember it all.
Do you remember what made you fall?
I don't know. I must have just lost my balance. I did have this idea, this feeling that when you were standing beside me, I don't know. I had this kind of feeling, but it doesn't make any sense. So I just have to forget it. I just fell. That's all. Sorry about that feeling I had.
Jean couldn't say anything about his apology. Finney wasn't going to accuse him. It was so ludicrous he wanted to cry. If Finney would have done that to him, Jean knew that Finney would have told him the truth.
I've got to tell you this.
What energy?
This is the worst thing ever, and I hate to say it, but I've got to tell you.
Jean never got the chance to tell him. Dr. Stanpole walked in and he was sent away. The next day, Finney wasn't well enough to see visitors. Soon after, he was taken away in an ambulance to his home outside of Boston. The summer session closed, officially came to an end. Jean went south for a month's vacation in his hometown. At the end of September, he took a train to Boston. There he took a taxi to Finney's house.
Hi, I'm Jean from Devon.
Hello, come in.
So you are going to come, and you brought me something from the south, didn't you?
Sorry, I never remember to bring anything. I'll just send you some flowers or something.
Flowers. Are you hitting on me?
No, I'll just send you some books or something.
Finney and Jean talked and caught up, while Jean secretly wished he wouldn't have to do this here. He wished he met Finney at a highway intersection or something. Not here, but he had to tell Finney.
But most of the trip, I was thinking about you.
Well, there's loyalty for you to think about someone while you're on vacation.
I was thinking about the accident and what caused it.
What do you mean, what caused it?
I jounced it! I caused it!
Of course you didn't. Sit down, you fool.
But I did! I caused it!
I'm going to hit you if you don't sit down.
Hit me! Hit me! You can't even get near me!
I'm going to kill you if you don't shut up.
That's it! That's how I felt when I caused it!
Go away. I'm tired and you're making me sick. Go away.
It struck Jean that he was injuring him again. It occurred to him that this could be an even deeper injury than what he had done before. He would have to back out of it.
I'm sorry. Well, you'll be back to Devon in a few weeks, won't you?
Sure, by Thanksgiving anyway.
I never sleep much on trains. I guess I'm not just making any sense today.
It's okay.
I guess I should get back to this station. I'm already a day late to Devon.
You aren't gonna start living by the rules, are you?
No, I'd never do that.
And that was the most false thing, the biggest lie of all.
I have to tell you something. You have to kiss.
Hop.
Oh,
Wrong foot. Go.
Thinking about what caused it and the accident, yeah.
No, it was all blurry. Go again. Open the door again. Okay.
After Abby jumped.
I pressed the button.
Okay, film.
Going.
Abigail. Hi, I'm Jean from Devon. Hi, I'm Jean from Devon. So x equals 6. Come on, Jean, you know this. Yeah. Come on, you know the rule. Gosh.
Dude, you're supposed to be doing French.
I thought we were doing trigonometry.
Are we doing the beginning one?
Let's do trigonometry.
No.
Never mind. I'll go watch little lover leper jump out of the tree.